Hello, welcome to this video. This time I'm going to talk about nihilism and how to solve the crisis of meaning. And when I talk about nihilism, I will give a brief description from philosophybasics.com. Nihilism is the philosophical position which argues that being, especially past and current human existence, is without objective meaning, purpose, comprehensible truth, or essential value. It asserts that there is no reasonable proof of the existence of a higher ruler or creator, that a true morality does not exist, and that objective secular ethics are impossible. Therefore, life has, in a sense, no truth, and no action is objectively preferable to any other. A lot of people find themselves in this sort of state of mind, people who are into non-duality, who are questioning their own existence, who are questioning all the beliefs they have encountered throughout their life and who they have been programmed with. They start to uproot these beliefs and they see that all of these beliefs, assumptions, and positions, they are without ground, because all of one's beliefs, assumptions, positions, they are motivated and they are held together by deeper beliefs, deeper assumptions, deeper positions, and so on. And this just goes all the way down. Eventually, one sees that there are no ground for one's values, for one's motivations, for one's purpose, and so on. This is a state of mind that can be quite common for non-dual seekers. And I made a video earlier about meaning, and in that video I argued that there are no inherent meaning to life, that all of our meanings are creations from the separate self's point of view, that from the oneness state of mind, from wholeness, there are no meaning, because meaning requires relationships. So without relationships we cannot have perspectives, we cannot have interpretations. So here we have wholeness, and everything is integrated, everything is one here. So there are no relationships, there are no different parts that we can have interpretations of, because everything is contained in this being. But here there is a relationship between these parts. So here there are different perspectives, there are different interpretations. From the separate self's point of view, we can have meaning. For the nihilist, this is a person who is still in the separate self's point of view, and this separate self's mind have come up with a conclusion that there are no meaning. But one is still ascribing to the concept of meaning and come up with a conclusion that there are no meaning. But no meaning is still a meaning, so one is still in the concept of meaning. And this can be quite useful and it can be quite healthy as a seeker, because this frame of mind can give one an opportunity to question and uproot a lot of inherited beliefs from our culture, from our family, from the education system, media, social media, and so on. All of these stuff that have been programmed into ourselves that give us a certain worldview. But this worldview might not be rooted in reality, might not be rooted in our deeper essence. The nihilist can uproot these and, so to speak, empty one's cup. And when the cup is empty, one can fill it with something new, something deeper. And that is what we are doing in this video. And I will explain all of this using a couple of figures here. And I'll start with this one. All of reality flows from I am. All of reality is a projection of I am. I am is the base, it's the essence of all of reality. All of us share this I am. And this I am just expands, and we create our separate selves using this I am. And we extend ourselves and we project our separate self with saying I am this, I am that, I am so and so. We create a boundary around ourselves when we have all of these self-definition. So this is the way we create the part from the whole. So all of reality extends from the I am. So here we can see how everything extends, projects outward from the I am. But then we have the separate self then that looks inward and start to interpret and have perspectives of reality from afar. And this is this point here that looks back on reality from the outside. For the nihilist, that person's world can look a little bit like this, where it is not in connection with the I am projection. The nihilist will only perceive from the separate self's point of view, and it can see no ground within the perspective of separation. So the reality will be one without meaning, without purpose, without value. And there's a very strong boundary of a separate self here. So one looks through the separate self in a very guarded manner. And the separate self is our lens onto reality. This lens can be a beautiful prism that reflects the energies of reality in a beautiful manner, or it can be a prism that blocks the energies of reality in a way where one cannot see through it. And this is the way that the nihilist looks, where it cannot see the essence of reality outside of one's separate self. One will look through this sort of mental construct or the mental grid, where all of one's reality is interpretation with the background of this meaninglessness. Now, the open mind or the awakened mind would probably look something like this, where all of reality is projected out of here. And a lot of people have talked about the essence of reality, the essence of our true nature is Sat Chit Ananda, or being, consciousness, bliss, or happiness. So all of reality is then a projection of happiness. It is created from happiness and it is created as happiness. But then this happiness gets distorted by the separate self's point of view, because this separate self is not aligned to the energies of creation. So all of reality is created from Sat Chit Ananda, or happiness. Another way to talk about reality, rather than saying Sat Chit Ananda, I would say peace, love, and beauty. That is my description of the primary energies of creation. So all of reality is a projection of peace, love, and beauty. All of reality is peace, love, and beauty made manifest. Okay? And from the awakened mind here, one can see that going through the lens or the prism of mind, the energies will be reflected through. So the energies of peace, love, and beauty will move into the separate self's point of view. So it will infuse the separate self with all of these energies. When the separate self looks back at reality, it will see from peace, love, and beauty, because it will be a reflection of peace, love, and beauty. Now, the solution to the crisis of meaning and moving beyond nihilism is not creating a new idea that we give meaning to, because we have already seen that these are not anchored in reality. They are sort of floating in empty space. The solution is going to our essence and seeing that all of reality are expressions and emanations of peace, love, and beauty. What this means for the separate self from our human self is that we can align ourselves to these energies of peace, love, and beauty. These energies are anchored in reality because these energies are reality. Then we can choose to be an extension of these energies. Whatever we do in our life, how we treat our neighbor, how we perform at work, how we engage with our family, friends, and nature, when we see that everything is a projection of peace, love, and beauty, and we are an extension of these energies, all of our behavior, all of our relationships, all of our thoughts, emotions, and so on will be channeled through the energies of peace, love, and beauty. This is what we can do when we no longer see any meaning within our separate mind, when we have emptied our cup of this artificially produced interpretations and meanings that we have ascribed to. When we have emptied our cup of these energies, we can fill this cup with the energies of our deepest nature, peace, love, and beauty. These energies will inform all of our behavior, all of our interaction with ourselves, with others, with reality as a whole. This is a beautiful way to live when we base and ground all of our energies and our experience in our deepest nature, in our nature as peace, love, and beauty. And that was all I had to say for this video about nihilism. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.